Hey everybody, I'm Evan Hammonds for bloodhorse.com and welcome to After the Wire, brought to you by EquiAid, the makers of Bodybuilder and other fine natural products. Well, there's a little doubt which of the two big races over the weekend drew the most attention. It has to be Orb and his half-length victory over the heavy favorite Violence in the Bezieloo Staples Fountain of Youth Stakes. Now this follows the news Sunday that Violence fractured his right front medial sesamoid and is off the Triple Crown Trail. It's a tough break. Now Violence, with Javier Castellano up, chased the pace set by the runaway Majestic Hussar. The pace was flat out brutal. The first three quarters were run in 23 flat, followed by a 22 and 1 quarter, followed by a 23 and 2 quarter. That adds up to an opening 6 furlongs of a wicked 108 and 4. Now let's put that into perspective. The track record for 6 furlongs is 108 flat. Now while Violence tracked right behind the heat, Stuart Janney's Orb and Speak Logistics sat right off the pace. Both would make good moves to the front, with Orb taking the wide way around. Now coming from off the pace is no easy feat at Gulfstream Park, and both Orb and Speak Logistics handled it with the professionalism beyond their tender ages. It's just that Orb was a little bit faster. Now let's be honest, Violence loses nothing in defeat. To go out and run a 108 and 4 opening 6 furlongs and still have some fight left in you shows us just what this young horse was made of. Now the pair was only a half length apart at the wire, and the final time of 142 and 1 is just 2/5 of a second off the record set by its My Lucky Day just a few weeks back in the Holy Bull Stakes. Reminiscent of Monarchos a decade ago, Orb has stormed off the pace in 2 Gulfstream Park appearances, and he's clearly one of the top-ranked horses on the Derby contender list today. Now from a pedigree perspective, Orb has the stuff to be a classic winner. Traces back to the very taproot mare of the Janney's Bloodstock Holdings Shenanigans. That's the dam of the Mighty Ruffian. Orb's dam, Lady Liberty, is the first foal out of Masabi Maiden, who won Pimlico's Black-Eyed Susan Stakes back in 1996 while being trained by Shug McGahee. Orb's third dam is Steel Maiden, who ran third in the '86 Black-Eyed Susans and is a half-sister to Private Terms, the Janney family's runner who won the Wood Memorial in 1988 and was the post-time favorite for that year's Kentucky Derby with trainer Charlie Hadry, one of the legendary Maryland trainers. Now Steel Maiden and Private Terms are both out of Laughter, a half-sister to Ruffian, Topsire Ice Capade and Buckfinder, so they're all out of Shenanigans. Meanwhile, at the fairgrounds, let's see. Last year we had a 109 to 1 shot Hero of Order winning the Louisiana Derby. This year it was I've Struck a Nerve winning the Risen Star Stakes at 135 to 1. Race favorite Normandy Invasion took it on the chin, literally at the break, getting squeezed by Bethel and Oxbow and getting pushed back to last under Jose Lezcano. Now Lezcano didn't panic, he just gathered up his colt, got back into stride. The fact he was able to get back into the race and actually finish 5th, beaten only a length and a half, speaks to his talents. Now running with Normandy Invasion at the back of the pack was I've Struck a Nerve. Up front, the pace was softer in the Risen Star. Lecomte winner Oxbow got a garden trip while stalking right off the pace, while about 3 wide off the fence. Now getting the lead after 6 furlongs in 112 and 3 was ideal for Oxbow, who's the son of Awesome Again, but he gave way in a stampede-like finish with a little more than a length separating the first 4 at the wire. Both the Fountain of Youth and Risen Star were worth 50 points to the winner under the new Derby point system. As for the point system regarding Normandy Invasion, I think it's a wash. He earned 0 points under the new system, but he earned $8,000 in graded stakes earnings, the old Derby yardstick. His runner-up effort in last fall's Remsen Stakes was worth $50,000 and or 4 points under the new system. Under either scenario, he'll have to run first or second in another major Derby prep race to have the points or the dollars to make the gate under the Twin Spires. I'd like to thank you for watching After the Wire. Come back next week where the feature race will be the Gotham Stakes from the Big A. For Evan Hammonds, bloodhorse.com. See you later.